Speeding, red light running, and a lack of safe places for pedestrians. City officials got an earful tonight from people who live along Ferguson Road. It happened at a meeting where the city unveiled plans to address traffic dangers at that location. Ferguson is a road we have been tracking closely in our series Driven to Death. Senior investigative reporter Scott Friedman was at that meeting tonight, and he joins us now. Scott?
Yeah, Brian, as we left that meeting tonight and pulled back out onto Ferguson, believe it or not, this is what we saw. Dallas police responding to another crash on this street. Tonight, the city began laying out a plan to try to tackle some of the problems here, but that plan did not include one thing that we know the city's own consultants have recommended.
How long would it actually take to prevent me from walking out getting hit by a car?
Frustrated neighbors who live along Ferguson described a street that sometimes feels like a drag strip.
The cars are going 50 and 60 miles an hour, and the kids are in the skinny little median. Even
Dallas County Commissioner Teresa Daniel turned out to share her experience. She lives along Ferguson too.
So I hear that speeding, the speeding cars that start about 10 o'clock at night, and you hear the revving of the engines.
An NBC5 analysis of TxDOT data shows at least 22 crashes on Ferguson just in the first 8 weeks of this year. Tonight, the city's transportation department presented results of a consultant study aimed at making Ferguson safer.
What we got was about just over 1,000 accidents in these 5 years.
The city's transportation department said it does plan to install pedestrian beacons to stop traffic for pedestrians at a number of locations, including at Matterhorn Drive, where NBC5 Investigates saw Dallas ISD students running across traffic. The city painted a crosswalk at that location not long after our report. The transportation department also said it would work to remove these old concrete light bases that pose an added danger in the median. We saw a crash involving one on a recent trip down the road.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That wasn't there a moment ago.
But the city is not recommending that Ferguson be narrowed to reduce high speeds, even though, as NBC5 Investigates has reported, a draft of the consultant's study recommended that on parts of Ferguson. A city assistant transportation director says staff is concerned that might push too much traffic into surrounding neighborhoods.
People bleed out into the neighborhood streets.
But one city council member who attended tonight says she will still pursue a plan to reshape the road.
I do think that we need to work with better striping and all those things to get safety now. But am I ready to give up going to 2 lanes on each way? No.
Now, the city says tonight was just a first step in this process. They want to gather more feedback. They'll have more sessions as they continue to finalize the plans. In terms of the timelines here, they're talking 1 to 3 years to restripe crosswalks, add pedestrian beacons, and add sidewalks in places that are lacking them. More substantial improvements would take longer, but some residents who attended the meeting tonight said they will push the city to accelerate those timelines. Live in Dallas, Scott Friedman, NBC5 Investigates.
And we'll be watching it. Thanks for the update, Scott.